It's Thursday morning. I'm back at my 10B. The other day, the video just ended. The battery on my tablet went dead, and dark was coming. I was losing daylight, so I just quit at this point. I had attempted to drive it on, assisting it with the drag rope, and the engine wasn't running good enough. It just didn't want to keep running to pull it on. And some of you may notice that, or say that I'm driving it on with tracks heading backwards. Well, I couldn't get it to steer, and this is the direction it was facing, and it's downhill here, so the angle on the trailer isn't as bad. So I'm just putting it on with the tracks backwards. So today what I'm going to do, I brought my electric winch, and I want to hook up a 4-part line and see if that'll have enough power to pull it up. So I'm going to get that set up now. Well, I have a 4-part line set up, and all I've done is taken the slack out so far. I haven't tried to move it. I'm going to try and move it with you watching, so you'll know at the same time I do if it's going to move or not. What do you think? That seems to be working pretty good. I'm going to let the winch cool down in between a little bit. I don't want to overheat it. Now while I'm taking a break, you can see I laid the boom down on the bed of the trailer, and I'm pulling the crane over the top of it, the machine. So this way I should be able to move it all in one trip. And it's going real good so far. Just take my time. That's going good. Now I have to rehook, shorten this chain way up to pull it the rest of the way. And I put these chain binders in here so I could get slack in the chain to unhook, because for some reason the reverse feature of the winch isn't working. At least it's the reverse and not the pulling one. I didn't realize that till I got here. And at least I thought to put those in there so I could get the tension off to rehook. So I'm going to rehook now. Well, I've hooked it shorter now. This should be enough to bring it the rest of the way on. So I'm going to bring it up probably until here. I'm going to bring it up probably until here, because I don't want the deck to tip until I have the white hooked on it. So we're going to go at it again. You can tell it's rolling a lot easier now. The winch is hardly working. I'm going to walk around and look at the other side just to make sure everything's going okay. It's all looking real good. It shifted from side to side just slightly, but it went right back to center, so it's going on perfectly straight. Now I have to stop and shorten my rigging again. Now I'll try running on just a little bit farther before I go home to get the white. I have the slack pulled out. I'm gonna go around and check that the rigging all stayed in place. Everything looks good. I think I'm gonna let it at that until I get the white here and hooked up to it. I went home and got the white and got it hooked up. If I would have come right away with the white this morning, you know, then something would have went wrong. That's why I just came with the car first. But everything went perfect. Now I'm gonna keep moving it forward till the bed tilts. That's working just so nice. Of course, maybe I ought to keep my mouth shut till I'm home. It's a good thing I stopped. I was looking. I have to get this chain unhooked from here because that would have got pinched in between there when it tilted. Then I would have had to jack it back to get that chain out of there. So I got to take the slack off and move that chain. I have the chain moved. Now we're going to keep going. I'm going to lock the bed on the front right away before I forget. Just a little bit more. I think that's good. Now I got to get it chained down. Well, all chained down, ready to go. I'll still feel better when I pull in my driveway. I always do, no matter what. It's only about 20 miles. I've been wanting to be able to move most of my own equipment for many years, and I was so fortunate to get that white this year and that trailer a couple years ago. So I'll see you again when I get home. There it is. I have my 10B home for the first time in about 5 years. So that worked real good with the boom on the trailer and then running the crane over the top of it. It's good to be home. It always makes me a little nervous when I'm on the road with my old equipment. So thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully soon I'll get at the 60.